Is yet to come.
Don't growl at me before I fucking start talking to you.
Hey y'all, Sparky here. So, I've been having a lot of things happen. Like a lot. Just before my surgery, and just after. Uh, it was amazing. Like I've told a couple people, I was like, be aware if you're into the supernatural and you're battling uh, those things at times, the things that you have to battle, be aware of they keep tabs of you, and when you get screwed, your health goes to crap. Like huh, they might come for you. I did have some weird stuff going on, and I have more stuff going on now. I would say it's heightened to the point of before when I actually turn it off. So a lot of people don't know. I was pretty much raised by my grandfather in archery around 5 or 6 years old, going around multiple states doing archery contests, doing trick shots, shooting an arrow in a wedding band, cutting tea bags, doing Robin Hoods, all that kind of stuff. But he used that as a means to get me in the woods to teach me about other things, cryptids, spirits, little people, that sort of thing. Most people don't know I had kind of a fucked up childhood, and so I think I had to be around like 9, 10 years old, and I started hearing things call my name out of the forest. I was like, it's like, what the hell? Scared the living crap out of me. Told my grandfather. Now my grandfather had a piece of property that how he landscaped his property was he took bushes out of the forest and planted them on his property. He had a mini little like national forest, like he is a park. His it was beautiful. Like he had a lawn, then he had a whole bunch of shrub and stuff, and the whole top couple acres were nothing but plants out of the forest. He made a whole bunch of little nooks and crannies for little people and things. He planted everything. So he planted like 4 times many berry bushes. So one was netted in there. He had a little alcove for things to go in there and get him. The top part was for birds. The bottom part was for him. He taught me a lot, and I remember going to him, going out. I don't want to go outside. And he's like, well, no, because I had to go get something out of the shop or something. And he's like, it's okay, just go out there. And I don't want to go out there. And he's like, why? I'm like, we're just scared. He's like, we'll just go out. So I walked halfway out, and I heard voices, and I ran back inside. And he's like, why do you run back inside? And I told him, I'm like, they're calling for me. And he's like, well, what are they saying? And I'm like, they're calling me by my name. And it's like, come with us, is what I hear. And I'm like, I'm sure it's not that, but it's like, that's what I hear, which scares me because it's like, blah, 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 blah. And he was the first person that actually said, no, it's because how much you're troubled with your home life. They're asking you if you want to go with them. And he didn't call them Fae, but now I know what they are. And they normally come to kids that have very troubled childhoods when they're in the forest and ask them if they want to go with them. This goes on for a very long time, and I'm trying to suck up all the knowledge I can from him. Uh, I kind of honestly, everybody asks me about my military career. If like I saw weird stuff over there, I didn't. I really didn't. I mean, there was a couple times when I went into the Korean cemeteries, I could feel stuff, but I've never seen anything, and it wasn't anything weird or anything else. I come back home, and then as soon as I hit the woods again, it starts up again. Fast forward, I'm really into this shit. Like, this is from oh shit, maybe 77 to 89, and then early 90s, just 2000. And I'm constantly, it's like I'm in law enforcement. I have seen full on apparitions that I basically drew my gun on because I thought it was a real person. I've seen shadow people. I go to places as a law enforcement officer that I didn't remember as a kid until I got there, being haunted. A lot of weird stuff. A lot of Bigfoot encounters. Never like eyes on, but calls, trees knocked down, rocks moved, in the middle of trails, rocks thrown, saying, hey, don't go there, all that kind of stuff. Now, going forward until I got hurt, my PD shut down, and so I went to college. We ended up moving to a new town, bought a house. I had to get a new job, got a job. The first one I could get that could do a big, good paycheck, and I got electrocuted. So I got, what was it, 24,000 volts between three different transformers at one time. Fucked me up real bad. Got a TBI from that. A lot of injuries and a lot of odd things because it fried my or what is it called? So I have no hunger. Like I am never hungry whatsoever. I can go days without eating and not even worry. I don't get hunger pains. I don't get shit. Like literally, was it the first 4 or 5 months? I think I lost like it was like 60 pounds, 70 pounds, because I just didn't eat. I just forgot. I was taking care of like whatever. You just didn't eat. But in that time, whatever happened tripped my shit into overdrive. Like I could see shadow people, I could see things moving around. I heard my both my great grandmothers talking, which was the big one for me because they hated each other. They never talked ever. If they were in the same room, it was because I was there, and when they did, it was like very extremely polite because they didn't give a shit. I'll put it that way because they were both extreme ladies. So it's like, you want tea? Sure, thank you very much. And that was about. There was no conversation whatsoever. And I remember sitting in a chair and keep on seeing these shadow figures running around and hearing both my grandmothers talk, going, do you think he's going to be okay? I don't know if he can pull out of this. And they're like, no, he'll be okay. He's strong. And them having a full on conversation in my hallway behind me. Recognize the voices straight off. Really odd. I made a mistake of actually when I went to one doctor, told him, and he's like, "Well, that's just because of your brain injury. You're remembering conversation from the past. That happens." I'm like, "Well, there's only one problem with that is they never talk, let alone that nice to each other ever." Uh, I went from that, and it got worse to where I actually saw. I stopped seeing shadow figures and started seeing like people, like little spirits running around. Not little spirits, like full on spirits, like people I knew. And I'm like, oh my God, I am going crazy. Like, I know I got a brain injury, so I was like, I am going freaking nuts. And I finally just said, knock it off. I don't want to hear you guys ever again. I don't want to see you ever again. And I shut it all off, like all of it. And it all stopped immediately. Didn't have any problems with it. Never saw anything after that. And then fast forward about, oh shit, 8 years, where I was still using a cane, but I wasn't stupid anymore, and I could actually talk to people and comprehend, and I could remember like 24 hours in a day. I was like 50 first dates. Still am to a certain part, but not that bad. I can remember a lot of people, especially if it pissed me off. But I started getting back into, it's like I miss that connection. And I was going in the woods, and more Bigfoot encounters. Again, not I couldn't see him, but I could hear growls. I had rocks thrown, like boulder-sized rocks thrown. Walking down a trail, and then I'd hear something. I'd go back, and a tree snapped and pushed across the trail. Uh, I found one of his pets, a wolf, that just followed me. I could hear him moving, and the wolf was right in front of him the whole time. Which why when people go, do they do pets? I was like, yeah, I honestly believe they have wolf as pets because I saw it, or at least it acted like it. So, anyways, I kept going on, and I asked for it to come back, and it slowly has come back to a good reason where I can actually hear him again, I can see him again, everything else, and then this happened. When my heart problem went to crazy, way before, when I was having really problems where I couldn't breathe, I was exhausted all the time. The pains were insane. Before I even knew what the fuck was going on, I would see stuff, I would hear stuff, and it got to the pinnacle of like you have to have surgery, and they're trying to plan it out for the best dude to have surgery, and they're like, well, we're like a month out, so they're trying to give me every pill known to man to keep my heart under control, just to get me to where I can get to surgery for the best dude to do surgery. I i honestly believe I actually became under attack because I had things coming through my house, like shadow things that were not normal things. I would see like shadows of like a full long like dude, and I knew there were probably people I allow here or ancestors or whatever. They just got off energy because I do have things in my house to allow them to get energy, and I get a glimpse of them. These things were small to the ground. They were not human shapes. I remember, especially because my wife and my son talk about it a lot of time because they were both in the room. I saw a lot of them coming at me, and I was freaking out, and then I couldn't breathe. I felt my heart like just going wow. and I remember a bunch of shadow figures just going through me, and my wife jumps up, my son jumps up, and next thing I know, I remember just losing it, and they basically said I just slumped over forward and was drooling on the floor like a rabid dog. And the next thing I remember is I woke up, I put my head up, and I saw my wife, I saw my son, I saw a whole bunch of weird ass shit in my room, and a thing came through my front room that was about 7 fucking foot tall. It was high as the fucking ceiling and moved everyone. And I'm not bullshitting about that one. I immediately came awake. I was immediately fine. I asked my son go get my fucking basket, which is I have all my resins and sweetgrass and herbs and everything else, and I tried to light a purification in a stone bowl with 3 charcoals, briquettes, and they all went out. And I use a torch lighter, and I lit them all 3 again, and then I let some sweetgrass on, and the sweetgrass went out, and the torches went out. And I basically put a torch on. I just threw resin in a couple of herbs right in the middle of the bowl and just held a torch on there so they had to burn. And finally, about a minute or two later, then all of a sudden the charcoal torches just lit up and burned like they're supposed to. Very odd. I think, yeah, thank you for the knocks. I think there was something trying to stop that. That's only my personal opinion. Again, but after that, I honestly believe, like when I got injured the first time, something clicked something on in my brain to where it was easier for me to see him. It was easier for me to hear him. And I think after this last one of heart surgery, coming back, I number one, the big guy that I think that went through my house that cleared everything out. I actually have recorded, and I have a picture drawn out of the dude that came in my house, and now I have another person that says, "Yep, I know what you're talking about." And the big guy sent her. The big guy sent her to take care of you. And that's the big dude that actually cleared my house, I believe. And he doesn't like to come in my house. And he has let me know that. He's good on the field. He doesn't want to come in my house. And I'm like, that's fine. And that is the elemental that wanders this whole flat land down here. Not just my property. He wanders fucking everywhere. But yeah, I was like, after I started looking up, it's like after injuries, how many people have more paranormal awareness. And it's interesting how much more people have after a major thing. And that's one thing I think about is like, well, I was clinically dead for, I call it clinically dead because my heart was not beating for a long time. I was on life support as they did open heart surgery. And I'm just wondering, it's like, I wonder if that just kicks in something. It'd be interesting to hear from the rest of you guys is like when you've had a super, like, oh my God, injury, brain injury, your heart stopped or whatever, is like how many people actually have a boost in seeing paranormal, hearing paranormal, being aware of it. Cause yeah, mine's like it's always been there and I always known them been there. But I have to ask them to make like, are you there? Which you guys know. Now it's it's a constant. It just, they let me know they're there. It's kind of odd. So yeah, it's like, and I'm welcome. I welcome it because it's like, I wish I never turned it off before when I had my first injury, because what a gift. And the only reason why I turned it off because I was too scared at the time. I was losing my freaking mind, you know. I was like, you have to work with or walk with canes, and it's like you're so messed up. It's like you don't want one more thing. I wish I never turned it off, but I am very grateful of what I have now. So let me know if you've ever had a major injury, kind of tune up your perception or understanding or awareness of paranormal, ghosts, spirits, fae, that sort of thing. Everybody get out there, research, be honest, and most of all, have fun.